Om. As we are trying to understand and follow the various methods and techniques suggested and given by Maharshi Patanjali in these Yoga Sutras, especially starting from now, from the 35th Sutra, for the next 4 or 5 sutras, he will be suggesting the techniques for the Chitta Prasadanam, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, and for the stabilizing of the mind. The 35, 36, and the 37 are the 3 important sutras. In each one particular technique has been given. So in the 35th Sutra of the Samadhi Pada, the technique given is Vishayavati va pravrittirutpanna manasasthiti nibandhani. Vishayavati va pravrittirutpanna manasasthiti nibandhani. Chitta Prasadanam, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And now Maharshi has used a very beautiful word, Manasa Sthiti Nibandhani. Though it is not a complete Chitta Vritti Nirodha, but a word which is very much essential to understand. Manasa Sthiti Nibandhani. Vishayavati va Pravritti Rutpanna. Vishaya is the subject or an object of knowledge, object of enjoyment. Vishaya it is. It's a subject. And a feminine is used, Vishayavati. Vati means full of. Of course, va is there, or it is pravritti, outward expression. Pravritti, nivritti, we have seen earlier. So pravritti is externalizing, appearing. Utpanna is the created or produced. Created or produced. Manasa Sthiti Nibandhani. Manasa is of the mind, Sthiti is the state, Nibandhani, totally binding, stabilized, fixed. So Vishayavati va pravritti rutpanna manasa sthiti nibandhani. Or va manasa sthiti nibandhani can be achieved, produced, utpanna, that is manasa sthiti nibandhani is produced, utpanna. How? Vishayavati pravritti. Of the sense of higher sensitivity, sense of higher activity. Now this higher activity is not just in the measurements side. When we say higher mind, it means it is deeper mind, subtler mind. So experiencing Nibandhani is also means you tie up, focus, concentrate, fix the mind on the higher sense activities. This is to be slightly carefully understood. Higher sense activities. When we sit for meditation or sit quietly, there are a lot of sensations in the body. Various sensations, various pulsations, biological, neurological, at different levels of the body, psychological, bio-neurological, neuropsychological sensations, pulsations at the tip of the fingers and at the tip of the nose, center of the face, some pitching sensations. So throughout the body, lot of sensations go on continuously. They are all very subtle and deep. And those subtle sensations, higher sensations, one must be sensitive to that. That is the importance in this. Vishayavati pravritti utpanna. Those sensitiveness to the subtle sensations, sensitivity towards higher sensations. That is the pravritti utpanna. Vishayavati. Then what happens? Manasaha sthiti nibandhani. The mind gets stabilized. This is one beautiful technique given by Patanjali. To be sensitive to the higher sensations. Be sensitive to the subtle sensations. Vishayavati va pravritti utpanna manasaha sthiti nibandhani. So a sense of touch, sense of smell, sense of light, very deep subtle sensations throughout the body. And if you are awake, alert to those sensations, pravritti utpanna manasaha sthiti nibandhani comes. This is one of the beautiful techniques given by Maharshi Patanjali in the 35th Sutra for manasthiti nibandhani. Then another technique given in the 36th Sutra for the same manasthiti nibandhani. The 36th Sutra is Vishokava Jyotishmati. Vishokava Jyotishmati. Va is again or. Or what? Vishoka. Vishoka is no shoka, no sorrow, no grief. Vishoka, not Ashoka. Vishoka, without shoka. And Jyotishmati. Jyotishmati. Jyoti is light. Jyotishmati, full of light. It is an illumined light. It is illumined inside, illumined outside. Filled with light. And this meaning of Jyotishmati, though it is for the illumination, lighting, it also has a meaning for lightness, not heaviness, opposite of heaviness, that lightness, painless and lightness, painless and light, not heavy. Jyotishmati also suggests, hints, indicates that. So what is the other technique given by Patanjali? It is the also through the serene, luminous states experienced within. When you are in the sadhana, sitting quietly, and you are making an effort in the mind to calm down the mind, to quieten the mind, chitta prasadanam, manasa sthiti nibandhani sthiti. For that, when you are trying there, and within, many times, a lightness is experienced. It can be a lightness, opposite of heavy, or maybe sometimes some jyotis, sparkles, twinklings, the lights may be visible. And focusing there, the mind there, concentrating on that, that is also useful for the Chitta Prasadanam. But one must be very careful that when such things will be happening, subtle sensations, when we are focusing on them, the ultimate aim is Chitta Prasadanam, Chitta Vritti Nirodhara and Manasaha Sthiti Nibandhani. But one should not get carried away. One should not get tied up, bound by these experiences and subtle sensitivities. Because in the first place, one should not get attached to them and give undue too much importance and significance and begin to imagine that I am making a great progress in the path of yoga. It's very dangerous because this is only in the beginning, first steps, ABC of the yogic practices. And in second place, one should not allow these experiences to become a mere source of emotional, sentimental, mental satisfactions. Many people, many sadhaks, they begin to use such practices as a dope and escape from the stress and strain of the ordinary day. They run away from it. That is not the indication, suggestion of the Maharshi's path of yoga. And if such wrong attitudes are adopted, these practices frequently become a hindrance. Instead of helping, as Patanjali says, it should help, it will help in the path of the sadhaka. But if too much of undue importance is given, you get tied up there. That should not be. So Vishokava Jyotishmati is another technique given by Maharshi Patanjali. Then the third sutra, third technique, 37th sutra is another very important sutra that says Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam. Again the word Va has come. Or Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam. Vitaraga Vishayam. The word can be split in various ways. Raga is attachment, liking, fondness. Vitaraga, without attachment, without fondness, without like, not dislike, without likeness. Vitaraga is no raga, raga rahitam. Vitaraga. Vishayam, object. Or, that is va. So, Vitaraga Vishayam va Chittam. The mind, without Vitaraga of the Vishaya, Vita of Raga Vishaya, and Vita of Vishaya Raga. See the beautiful meanings which we can derive from this sutra. Vita of Raga Vishayam. Vishayam is object or subject. Object of like, object of attachment. Be free from that. That is Vita of Raga Vishayam. And another is free from the raga of Vishayam, object. And Vitaraga is also generally, traditionally known as people who are free from attachments. Vitaragas they are called. And have closeness with them, have an association with them, be in touch with them, something like satsanga with them. So, Vitaraga Vishayam is, the object is Vitaraga. So, Vitaraga itself is an object. And Vita from the Raga Vishayam. That is how various suggestions and dimensions have been suggested in this particular sutra. So the association of a beloved person, a divine personality, a saintly personality, and who is full of dislikes, detachments, and tremendous power of attractive power and a virtue, hence his influence will be very good in our lives. And an earnest meditation on such personalities, on gurus, and in presence of them gives Chitta Prasadanam. A meditation in the presence of Ramana Maharshi, in the presence of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, or anybody in our own lives, persons who are of the higher stature of life, gives Chitta Prasadanam. So the Vishaya, the object can be Vitaragas, the persons who have given up Raga. So basically, this is another technique given by Maharshi Patanjali, Vitaraga Vishayamba. And that is important. So 35, Vishayavativa Pravrittirutpanna Manasa Sthiti Nibandhani Vishokava Jyotishmati Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. In these three sutras, three techniques have been given by Maharshi Patanjali. Further techniques also are there in the next coming sutras, which we shall see. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.